Good afternoon to you one and all. Hi, everybody. My name is Shadow Temple. Welcome to my little corner of the internet. We are having ourselves a nice little afternoon stream, at least here for us in the States. If you're somewhere else, it might be late at night. It might be early in morning. I don't know where you are, nor should I. But we are here to do day 6 of building this puzzle that I have slowly been building up. Those of you who've been watching these streams a couple of times know how agonizingly slow that process has been. But this isn't really about the puzzle, of course. This is about hanging out with all of you and just having a nice time to chat and chill and relax and just maybe answer some of your questions as we go along. So, yeah, buckle on in. I just got one more thing I got to grab, and then we will get ourselves started, all right? See you guys in just a second here. The mouse that runs the stream is like 3 feet from where I'm currently sitting, and I can't reach it. Give me a sec. All right, friends, I'm set to go. Sorry about that. I just wanted to make sure everything was working okay on my end, but I think we are good. So, hi. How's everybody doing today? Hope you're all well and hanging out and relaxing and having a good Monday for those of you who still have it be a Monday right now, to say the least. Yeah. So this is how it works. First off, hi. If this is your first time tuning into these streams, my name is Shadow Temple. You might know me from the Aphmau stuff as the guy who plays Pierce. Yes, I do voice him. Yes, I do puppeteer the boy. If you see Pierce on the screen, I was there making it happen. And yeah, so what we do with these streams is we hang out, we chat with you guys here, and occasionally I add a piece of this puzzle to the puzzle. My prediction is we'll get this done by 2027 and not a minute later. I promise. That's a Shadow Temple guarantee. I'm gonna raise up the microphone so I'm not leaning so low the whole time. I don't need to lean that low. There's no reason to. Actually, fun fact, some of my fellow recordees and people who work on the production side of things watch some of these streams during their workday over the Aphmau stuff, and they said me like leaning towards my microphone and being like this as I'm trying to read chat made it look like I was really sad doing these streams. And I promise I'm not sad building puzzles. It's just that the way that I have set up, I'm too stubborn to use a different microphone / arm. My desk is over there. It's over there. And so this is just the arm of my microphone reaching all the way across this hexagonal table that I use for the puzzle streams. And it gets close enough that it works. So I don't feel like doing anything else. Anyway, yeah, so this is how the stream goes. We're just gonna hang out and we're just gonna chill for a bit. If you are enjoying yourselves, by the way, one thing, of course, that I always appreciate is hitting that like button on this here on this here chat. Presumably, if you're here, you're already subscribed, so I don't have to tell you to do that. But if you haven't, you know what to do. All right, let's get started here. So we're building puzzles. We're trying to build this puzzle, by the way. This is the official Aphmau puzzle available on aphmau.com. 1,000 pieces. It has flummoxed me. Not that much. It's just slow going. Let's go rolling through this. Have I seen solo leveling? No, I've not watched that anime. How well do you think Jack Black will do as the role of Steve in the Minecraft movie? I think he will be Jack Black first and Steve never, but that's fine because Steve isn't a character in the first place. He's just kind of a blank slate for you to jump in on. I think it will be a fun romp. I don't think I'm going to feel anything other than, wow, that was funny from that movie, but that's all right. That's not really what it's supposed to do otherwise. Do a Pince voice? This is my little character, Pince. There it is. It's Mom's birthday. Can you say happy birthday to her? Sure. We got ourselves a little tradition we do over on the Twitch channel, which we did you know I stream every night over on Twitch? Do you know I do that over on Twitch every night? Where we do this. This is your birthday song. It isn't very long. There you go. No, I've not watched Solo Loving Anime. Would you voice act for something to what? Yeah, I voice act for a couple of things. And I like to get paid for them. If you've got a gig for me, you can reach out to contact@shadowtemple.com. I'm always happy to discuss rates. Pixel's adopted daughter, thank you very much for the 2 buckaroos super chat. Appreciate that. And I'll tell Pierce that you say hi. Hey, Pierce. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, the Pixel's adopted daughter says hi. Oh, cool. What are you doing in there? Oh, just building a puzzle. Without me? Yeah. Okay. There you go. I hope that was good. I hope that did something for you. When is my birthday? Did you know my birthday is actually on famousbirthdays.com? That's right. This boy is famous. Or at least enough that some algorithm blindly put my birthday information out there. And now my ego is inflated by 14%. If you look it up, it'll be there. The birthday's tomorrow on Tuesday. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm not going to stream tomorrow. Usually I would say people need to come into the stream to get me to say it, but I'll do it again. This is your birthday song. It isn't very long. There you go. Have I played Dress to Impress? I have several times. I've done a couple of videos over on the Aphmau Shuki channel. If you guys don't know, did you know? If you don't know, did you know that there's a whole separate Aphmau channel dedicated to doing Roblox things that you can go watch right now? I mean, not right now. I mean, obviously watch this first. But then you could go watch the Roblox channel. And yeah, I did I think there are 4 episodes of me doing Dress to Impress on there. Just saying. You do my deep voice, please? Yes. Let's see here. There you go. Birthday on Tuesday. You can do an Aaron voice. The last time I did it, everyone said no, stop. Would you voice act other things except for the Aphmau channel? Yeah, no, I do other channels, or not other channels. I do other projects for voice acting beyond Aphmau. I've done indie games. I've done audiobooks. I'm literally using one of the books I did as an audiobook as a cup holder for my for my tea and water. To answer your question from before, it is a holiday pear green tea that I'm drinking because this is a Christmas pack of teas that I'm drinking. Do I like cheese? I'm from Wisconsin, so legally I have to say yes, but also yes. Are you going to stream the Aphmau SMP in the future? I will not. That SMP is owned by Aphmau herself, and you can watch all of our shenanigans over on youtube.com/@Aphmau. Can you sing beep beep I'm a sheep? That's about as close as you're going to get out of me. Hello, your girl. Hello, everybody coming in here. What would your job be if you weren't a voice actor? Before I worked as a voice actor, I worked as a teacher, a science teacher at a science museum. Kids would come into the museum and I'd teach them about all kinds of different science stuff, like circuitry and like anatomy, like biology stuff, especially with like fish, because my science museum is like right on a big major lake. I would teach them about programming and robotics and stuff like that. So that was my job before I started doing voice acting. Before I did that, I was a software engineer. I have my degree in computer engineering that I would fall back on if all of this fell apart. And we'll watch the anime Bleach. Individual episodes, yes, not the whole thing. Who's Shadow and who's Pierce? Yeah, no, I get that. Do you remember you? Yep. Who's your favorite out of the Aphmau? Pierce. Sorry, you guys are talking faster than I'm trying to read through everything, but I'm finally caught up. Hear my Gumshoe and Miles Edgeworth voice. So my Gumshoe uses a little bit of the same sort of tact, the same sort of accent that Pierce uses, but there's a lot more of that grit, that graveliness up in the voice, right? And then Miles Edgeworth, I don't even know the particular region that this accent is from, even if it may not be a region in the first place. But this is the Miles Edgeworth voice I use whenever we play Ace Attorney. It's pretty fun. Ever been to the Boundary Waters? I have. It's fun. Won't jump at the balcony. I already did it, so I mean, if you jumped, too bad. Let me rephrase that. I already said it. You got to make sure you're listening, I guess is what I should be more accurately saying. That I should say more accurately than not too bad you missed it. But yeah, I already said it. I already shouted you out. Can you do my Aphmau voice? Me and my friends decide. No, that's so old. God, that dated me like 3 years into the Aphmau world. Do you accidentally slip into Pierce's voice while having conversation with someone? Not usually Pierce's voice, but I will sometimes wander around into other voices and accents, because when you do enough of them, you slowly just kind of bounce around because you get bored of talking in your normal self after a while. Your fish is barking. What do? Make sure to give him a nice stick. Let's see here. Yeah, Marissa's at work. She's about 6 feet above me right now. 8 feet above me right now, interviewing somebody for a new job. She's hiring. Thank you much, Pixels daughter for the $5 Appreciate that. Pierce is sending a lot of sheep for his B-Day and Christmas. Wow, that's very kind of you. I'll be sure to let him know. Do you like capybaras? Yeah. Minor Demons is fun. I agree. Do you like Sour Pitch Kids? I'm more of a chocolate guy, if I can help it. I become a voice actor for Aphmau. I auditioned. When will Aphmau post again? Tomorrow. Do you think we're big backs? I don't know what that means. How do you make your voice like that for Minor Demons? I just talk really low. Can I do Aaron voice again? As I told you the last time I did it, everyone was like, I don't like it. Don't do it. So I'm not going to do it anymore. Do the sheep song? You can go listen to that on the video that it was in. What's it like behind the scenes on Aphmau? Frantic but fun. How am I? Good. Can I do my best voice? Eustace Winter voice? Of course I can. I am the best at making sure that I read the chat. Someday I'll get into an anime game, and that's the voice I'm going to use. I promise. Do you know what made you want to voice act? People kept telling me I had a nice voice, and I was like, sure, cool. Do a baby voice? This is me doing a baby voice. Can you do a British accent? This is me doing a British accent. What's my favorite type of chocolate? Dark. Why is my voice so cute in Minor Demons? Because I was paid to make that sound. Will you be an Aphmau video tomorrow? I don't know what video's coming out tomorrow, but maybe. Can I do a British accent? This is me in a British accent. What's your favorite video game? What did I say recently? The game I played most last year was Balatro. The game that I enjoyed the most of the past 3 years is Baldur's Gate 3. The game that changed me the most was 1,000 Times Resist. But you probably have heard of none of those 3 games. But that's okay. There are a lot of cool games out there for a lot of cool people. Would you like VR chat? I've never done it. Yesterday's your mom's birthday. Congratulations. Do you think, what do you think will be your favorite part of the puzzle? Finishing it. Why do you act so calm and handsome, minor demons? Because I got paid for it. I don't know, if you're asking why it's different now, it's that was the character that was designed for the time, and I'm an actor. Actors provide the sounds and mannerisms by which the director wishes to receive, and that is what I provided for the original Pierce. And then the content changed, and then I was creating other characters for other stuff, and that's just kind of how these things work. As you could imagine. Boy, that looks like his pants, and then also, yeah, I know where this goes. Whoop-bam! I got a piece of the puzzle done today, guys. Now I can ignore the puzzle for the rest of the time. Yeah. Cool. Let's see here. You missed a chance to say which other game had a massive effect on you. It's true, Mass Effect, changed my impressions of what video games could be, which I like. Do I like anime? Yeah, sometimes. If they do something interesting with it, cool. If it's just the same 30 isekais, no, I'm good. How do you feel voice acting for Aphmau? I enjoy it. Michi's a cool character. She really appears in Aphmau's that she makes. I don't know what the status of the... I've never met Michi's voice actress, so I don't actually know how busy or not busy she is. But usually when it comes to things like that, it's like people are just heckin' busy. You have an advert on now. YouTube does that to me. I'm not doing anything with that. They are just deciding to run ads when they want to run ads and deciding not to run ads when they don't want to run ads. I don't know why they make the decisions when they do. Do I like Vegeta from DBZ? Kakarot. Yeah, no, I do. I give a shout out. Hello, Ryan James. Have I seen Corpse Bride? No, but I've seen clips. I have my video voice acted in. The most recent one. Do I actually play the character or just through the voice? I do both. I'm a puppeteer of Pierce. If it was somebody else controlling Pierce, he would crouch way less. Significantly less. I crouch all the time as Pierce. And probably to an annoying degree. I really like crouching. I don't know what to say. It's just how I think Pierce is, he's just constantly moving. That's just his vibe. He's never not moving. Would you control? Yep, yeah, I just said that. My Street Season 7, end of the year. Where do you get that puzzle? Aphmau.com. Okay, say hi to you. Hello, Belly, YouTube. Which version of Pierce is my favorite? I like the one that talks more, personally. It's not that I don't like old Minor Demons Pierce. In fact, I enjoy him very much, and I think he's really cool. I get a lot more work with fast-talking Pierce. And it's a little bit more about where my comedy is, for the most part. You can really tell, actually. You know, because people ask this a lot about that. They'll be like, you know, I really miss the old Pierce and stuff. Also, thank you very much, Pixel's Adopted Daughter, for the $2. Shadow the Hedgehog, yes or no? Yes. If so when Minor Demons first came out, we did mini games with the characters role playing, or like the actors role playing as the characters on the side of videos, right? And some of those were like full scripted, right? I think there was like a couple where like Pierce is telling like ghost stories or something like that. And I'm just being told what the story is because that's what Pierce does, right? I don't know the character. The company runs the character, and so I just kind of say what I want. Or rather, I say what they want me to say. But as time went on, they trusted me more and more with to just kind of improvise in those videos, right? And I'll tell you, it's really hard to improvise with so few words. Nowadays, maybe I'd find that to be a more interesting, like, challenge. But at the time, I was not much of an improv kid. And the idea of having to be able to be funny with, like, 4 words at a time just seemed like a lot of work. So instead, I kind of slowly increased the speed and velocity that Pierce acted. And I think it was better for that. You know what I mean? I don't know what that means. gonna say no. I have no idea why that one got set, but that's okay. I've not watched Demon Slayer, no. Do you find Zane cool or the person that does Zane cool? I like Keston more than I like Zane. Yeah, absolutely. Keston and I are good friends. We go ride roller coasters together at least once a year. Pretty fun. Pierce channels his inner Zach Oyama. Kinda, yeah, honestly. When will Zane ever ask out KC? He's done it many times, and then we'll reset it because the videos can be viewed in any order. there's no, we roll in the there's no like, if we were stuck and beholden to like a plot line throughout all the videos that we do, we'd be in real trouble, guys. There's too much going on and not enough downtime in between things that we would never be able to move or change anything because the plot would be so mired in the things that already happened. You know what I mean? That's just how life works with some of this stuff, you know? This has gotta be Ian's head. Some of that Ian is very purple. Was Jess at my wedding? She was not. She was actually invited, but she, I think something was going on with the kids, and so she had to decline. But she was very kind and sent a very nice present. So I appreciate that. Will I be in my street? Unknown. And I mean that. I do not know. If I'm going to be in it, I have not been told yet. But also, I bet you, there are probably 8 more months until I would need to know anyway. Just how production works. Are Ian and I good friends? We when we lived a little closer to each other, I think we were pretty good friends. He moved a couple of years ago, and we haven't really hung out a whole heck of a lot since then. But at the time, yeah, he was actually one of my groomsmen in my wedding. Have I played Fortnite? You might be surprised to hear no. I've somehow managed to get this far without playing Fortnite once. Do I actually like Kim? To note, number one, like, I am not, I play Pierce. I act Pierce. I do all the things for Pierce. But remember, friends, that I am not Pierce himself. I am an actor who plays the character Pierce. I make that distinction because I think Corinne is super cool, and she and her husband are wonderful. But, friends, remember that both she and I are married individually, and that the actors are separate from their characters. Otherwise, we'd be really stuck on a lot of different things. Can I react to my street? Maybe someday. I want to get manager approval on that before I do. Because I have a funny thing about doing react videos, namely that I don't like doing reaction videos without prior authorization from the people who made the stuff. Because ultimately, reaction stuff is really just reusing other people's stuff and making it your own, which kind of sucks a little bit, you know what I mean? And some people are good at it. Some people are good at transforming it into something genuinely new. But a lot of times, it's just someone lazily watching YouTube and then calling it their own stuff, you know? And so I would want to get very specifically information on that. Does Zane have a wife? You mean Keston? Keston, no, does not presently have a wife. But, you know, this is as of March 24th, 2025. So, you know, it's fine. Do I get paid? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I get paid. I love the cast. I enjoy recording with the channel. If I didn't get paid, I would not be doing videos. And that's, to be clear, not an indictment of the Aphmau channel. It's that I live in a house and I'm an adult and I can't burn 10 hours or 8 to 10 hours of my day playing Minecraft instead of making money for the family. You know what I mean? Like, I have a mortgage that I have to cover. But yes, no, long story short, I do get it. You and Zane besties IRL. Keston and I mean, I think would say we're pretty good friends. In fact, friends, Keston, Corinne, and myself are all gonna be in Milwaukee. You see, I wore this sweater for a purpose. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the first weekend of April for the Midwest Gaming Classic. We are going to have a booth there that you can go and get things signed by us. You can also buy different things. If you show up to the booth, I'll give you one of these Sleepy Sheepy ribbons for free. You can buy and get autographed various posters and stuff, like this group shot that we have here of the whole cast of the Aphmau crew. Also, I don't think I've announced this yet, but we are also doing a panel. Oh, yeah, I'll do. You can also play Minecraft with us, little 15-minute build challenges. That's pretty fun. We also are doing a panel about voice acting. So if you've been had an interest in voice acting and you wanted to try it out and have us kind of critique you a little bit in a nice way, we're only going to be constructive, provided you yourself are constructive. Then you can show up. That's going to happen Sunday. Sunday is when we're going to do that panel. But we're going to be at the convention all weekend, and you guys should definitely go. Just saying. Am I going to the Hero Kia Festival in California? The only cons that I'm going in an official capacity right now are Midwest Gaming Classic here in Milwaukee, and then tentatively VidCon. I'm still waiting on that, actually. I've asked the people that I thought I needed to ask for it about going, and I've heard nothing as of yet. So I assume I'm going to VidCon, but I don't necessarily know yet. That said, if you want to see us at other conventions, be sure to let those conventions know. So like the Hero Kia con, whatever that is, and you think it would be a good fit for us, go email or tell them in person when you're at the con. Tell them that we would be a good fit for them and that they would love, or like that you would want to see us there. Because then they reach out to us and then they pay for us to go. Because that's how usually this works. It's not so much like we just want to show up to places and we want to do it for the fans. We want to do it for the fans. But also it would get extraordinarily expensive if we paid for our trips all the time to the different places, right? So instead, we get invited to places. And so Milwaukee was one that invited us. And we would love to be invited to more. So yeah, once again, if you've got an idea for a con, let them know that that's something they want. Can I tell you the name of Jessica's children or not? I don't like the idea of doing that. The main reason for it is that Jess, and I think in a very savvy and a very good parental way, has not really kept her family that involved with the channel, other than obviously Jason. I think if you looked at her Instagram for like 10 minutes, you'd find all of the names of her children pretty darn quick. But I think she has done a pretty good job of keeping her kids' names out of the world of the internet for a little bit, and I would try to respect that as best I can. So, long story short, no, I'm not going to tell you their names. Yes, I do know them. No, I'm not going to tell you, because, you know, I think this happens a lot with YouTube, like families and stuff too, that like either your kids are the brand, in which case they have no say in the matter. You are forcing them to work for you essentially. Or you keep them out of the world, and then when they turn 18, they can decide how much they want to be involved with that on their darn selves, because they are legal adults and they can do whatever they want. Do you think Aphmau will ever make a Minor Demons Season 2? I don't know. I do not know. If it got popular, then sure. What D&D classes would you think everyone's characters would be? Pierce would be a barbarian. I think you have nailed that to a T. I think Zane would be a wizard. Yeah, Zane would be a wizard. Kim, I think, would be kind of a druid. I think druid would suit her. A little bit of chaos energy, some wild magic. That feels like her. Maybe sorcerer somewhere in there. Aphmau would be a bard because it is just a class that can do anything and everything. Aaron would be, I think he'd just be a fighter, to be perfectly honest. I was going to say paladin, but nah, it doesn't fit him, and rogue feels too sneaky. Ian would be a rogue. KC would be a cleric, and Garth would also be a barbarian. I think that about covers everybody. How do you think of it, Bessie Andre? I don't actually know the Maestri well enough, so I'm sorry to say I do not have that information. I did not make it in the last half vid. Yeah, no, it happens. Cast revolves in and out. If you keep doing the same characters all the time for the Aphmau video, for any show, you get tired of those characters over time. So it's a revolving thing. I promise you that is not indicative of any future videos that I'm going to do. It just means that I wasn't in that one. Don't worry. There's always more. And if I sound exasperated, it's because we've done thousands. Would you miss doing the Minor Demon's voice? Do I miss doing the Minor Demon's voice? Yeah, to a certain extent. Would I ever consider going to another country to do a con? In the same way that I'm not going to other conventions because I haven't been invited, I have not been invited to international conventions. So I would say that's a longer stretch, mainly because conventions would then have to ship me out internationally, and that gets, as you can imagine, more expensive than just shipping me domestically somewhere. Doesn't mean it won't happen, just means that they would have to see considerable value in my attendance for them to want to fork over the cash to do that, right? Can I say hi, Olivia? Hi, Olivia. I do not know what Senary is, a Cinnamon Roll fan. What character do you think I do not know you, Ragecraft. Is Casey married? Moik is not married. Do I have any pets? I have a dog named Bento. He's a mini Australian Shepherd, and he's very cute. When I finish this puzzle, Heat Death of the Universe is racing me to finish first. Since she has been doing more scary movie episodes, which episode do you find the scariest? I would agree with you. The alternate videos have definitely gotten the most scary. We also did straight up a Silent Hill video, which I actually haven't watched, but if I had to guess, was probably one of the scariest we done. I don't think there was anything like funny or goofy in that one. I think that was just straight scary the whole way. How old was I when I met Jess/Aphmau? Don't tell us how old you are. Do not. Don't do it. I feel you typing right now, and you're like, I'm 12. No. Don't. Anyway, I met her, I don't think I actually met her. I started working for her in 2019, so that would put me at, I think I was 27? Is that lines up. I think I was 27 or 28 when I started working for her. And then I've been working for her ever since. She's gonna finish that puzzle a lot quicker than you. Yeah, no, I'm sure, Ashley, I'm sure she could. I admit, this is not looking good for I'm not beating the same intelligence level as Pierce allegations. Who's married in the whole Aphmau gang? Aphmau, myself, Corinne. I think that does it for all the public facing people. Yeah. Hello, Briella. Who in a battle, Aphmau or Aaron or Zane? Aaron. Well, no, Mac come back in videos? I don't know. That's a question for Aphmau herself as opposed to me, because I actually don't get to decide who gets in the videos. What was my job before getting the voice acting job? I worked as a science teacher for a science museum. That I enjoyed that job quite a bit. I really enjoyed myself there. And if this ever fell apart, I would probably try to go back at least a little bit in some limited capacity, because I just enjoyed the space. I enjoyed the energy. I enjoyed the kids. It was real fun. I still haven't figured out what these are. There's like this gray with like a little splotches of like extreme. Oh, it's a tree. Oh, it's a tree. I finally figured it out. There it is. I always wondered. Why did I not voice of My Street Season 2? Yeah, as Hop mentioned, I wasn't working for her then. My Street all of my street, I'm fairly certain, did stuff before Minor Demons, and therefore Pierce was not involved with any of that because Pierce didn't exist yet, and I didn't know that people were making roleplay videos in Minecraft yet. You have to understand, my exposure to the idea of people like using Minecraft to do like roleplay, or the old man word for it is machinima, was new to me. I thought people were doing gameplay videos aplenty in here, and I knew people were doing like, you know, kind of SMP sort of stuff where it was like, you know, we're all on a server together and we're a bunch of funny dudes and we're hanging out. You know, there were plenty of channels that were doing that before, like Dream SMP, and there'll be plenty more that do it afterwards. But yeah, that vibe, right? But I didn't know that it was such a popular platform for doing role plays as well. Yeah, it's fine. All right. What happened, Ian, Chris? Surgery. Which blue is better? Light blue. What was your favorite improv moment I ever did with Pierce? Oh boy. This is a deep cut. This is very old. But I do think back to it pretty frequently. It's not even that funny of like a kid friendly or like family friendly joke. It is really just for me. There was a video we did. It was one of the like life videos where we're like playing the board game Life in Minecraft and rolling along. Pierce was pretending to work at McDonald's while like everyone else was like going to college and stuff. And like Ian and Pierce are kind of going back and forth that like, you know, the McDonald's is on fire, and that like one of us was becoming one of us became like the manager of the other kind of thing. You know, funny stuff like that, right? Goofy little things. And I got a degree, I think, or at least a better job, and I was like, ha! Eat it, you service, you know, like no more service work for me. I'm moving up in the world. Bye, McDonald's. And I get like a business suit and stuff like that. And I'm like, all right, and guess I'll just sit down. And I sit down in like a cubicle with like a computer in front of me. And then I'm like, hello, McDonald's tech support. How can I help you? And then Ian tunes in. He's like, hello, my store's on fire. And I'm like, please hold. And for some reason, I love the setup, the big energy of like, I've achieved something greater than you. I'm now a white collar McDonald's worker. I don't know why. That one to this day still kills me. I'll have to go find a clip of it somewhere at some point. Do I want Minor Demons to come back? Sure. Yeah, that would be fun. How long have I been voice acting? Since... Oh boy, maybe the first fan project I did was like in 2014, 2015, so it's probably been 11 years that I've been doing it. It's pretty fun. How many videos do I make in a day? Oh, not decimals. Although I do stream pretty much on Twitch every night. Friends, did you know I stream on Twitch pretty much every night? Just saying. Also, somebody mentioned we only got 22 likes on this video. Guys, I need your help. Please. Please hit the like button. If you don't hit the like button, then Mr. YouTube won't put another piece of coal in the furnace tonight, and then I'll be so cold. You don't want me to be cold, right? Please hit the like button. So that way that my house will be warm enough so I can sleep, and my papa will be pleased with me. Seriously though, hitting the like button does help. Please consider hitting that like button. Thank you. Yeah, I can now see the number on my dashboard. 21 likes. Come on. Also, if you want more viewers here and you want bigger time and want to see me do cool stuff, hitting that like button tells YouTube that this is a cool place to be. Unless you don't like it, in which case, I don't know, don't hit the like button. Or hit the like button anyway, to spite me. To spite YouTube and be like, look at this bad content. Everyone should watch this bad content. And then YouTube will do bad because they're showing bad content. If for some reason that is how you are fueled in life, which, you know what? have fun with it. It's the dislike button. No! The villain in the Lunar Wolf video, it was fun and brief. It was kind of fun. It was like, oh yeah, no, I'm the villain. And as soon as I got through my monologue, I immediately died. But it was fun. It's fun to do that. I know, like, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but there's regular Pierce right now, and then there's serious Pierce. Whenever one of the eyebrows come in, and that's how you know that serious Pierce is in the world. And it's fun. It's fun to do the. It's fun to have kind of a more like actual malicious Pierce as opposed to like selfish Pierce, which is usually how I play. Anytime that Pierce is the villain in a video, I always kind of think of him as like he's just doing it because he's having a temper tantrum, essentially. Don't like this video. Reduce coal usage. No. Fine. Then they'll deliver more natural gas, wind, solar power to my house. I don't know, man. They much pixels $1 for $2. Treat myself to McDoodles. Thank you. Any tips for wanting to become a voice actor? Yeah. The first thing I always say is find the voice that you think people will like hearing from you. I'm not talking about like, oh, I can do an old miner voice, or I can do a southern voice, or I can do a British voice. Listen to me and how British and proper I am. Like, find a voice that's yours. What's your voice like, right? And is that voice something that you think you could convince people to buy from you? Because ultimately, that's what voice acting is. And then take classes. Take acting classes, take improv classes, take stuff that will make you better at saying things in a way that people will like you saying them. Does that make sense? Not the monologue. Let it be a video of Pierce playing some sort of deity, just having the biggest tantrum known to Pierce existence. Maybe. I mean, the Pierce video, like the Pierce cat or like sheep cat video, I think is the closest thing to Pierce having an epic temper tantrum where he just becomes the lord of sheep on the server and is like everyone has to kind of tear him down a little bit. That I think would be the closest thing to the ultimate temper tantrum for him. I do not know what that is, I'm a diamond. Is something Pierce would say in a Pierce voice, please? Can I say something that Pierce would say in a Pierce voice, please? He would say that. So says I. Like and subscribe. Please hit the like button. Again, I do appreciate you when you do it. It does mean a lot to me. Out of all the characters, what age would you put all the characters? That's always a fun question because I kind of relate it to like SpongeBob-esque stuff. Sometimes we're in like high school, right? And it's pretty obvious that the characters are like in high school at that moment, and that's just what we're doing. Sometimes we're babies, and then it's pretty obvious that they're babies in that. But like for the standard age, I do relate it back to like SpongeBob rules, right? How old is SpongeBob? How old is SpongeBob SquarePants? That's the question, right? You have 22 likes? Well, then let's figure this out, friends. Let's solve this puzzle. I want you right now to hit that like button and then type 1 in chat. I'll know if you didn't hit it and you type 1. It's okay if you don't hit it and then don't type 1. But go hit the right now. This is a call to action. Like, go hit the like button and then type 1 in chat. And that way we can see whether or not people are actually hitting the like button or not. Now, if you're just typing 1 and you didn't hit the like, you're a gosh darn liar. And everybody should point and laugh at you. Look at them. Look at the liar. They're lying. I can't believe they would lie like that. The likes don't update. Yeah, that's what I'm finding out. Because, yeah, I haven't seen it update since 21. And someone said there's 22. So I presume that the number I have is wrong. But, yeah, you might have to, like, refresh the page to see the new number. All these liars. You think it was, like, 20 or 21 for them? Sure. Yeah, I think that's about fair, right? It's kind of the energy of, like, they probably have jobs or they're living with their parents or something like that, but they're not like have to go to school all the time anymore or something like that, right? So it's somewhere in that mix. It's got to be, right? Okay, I think it's finally time. I every time I see this sea of pink pieces over here, my eyes glaze over. I think it's time that we actually figure out KC's whole steez, because there's a whole bunch of pieces over here that we really can solve, and I've just been lazy. So I'm gonna fix that now. Let's see here. This one definitely goes over here. In fact, it might go right against this one here. Let's see if it fits. I just cut my fingernails, and it is making this very difficult. That doesn't feel right. No, those two don't fit together. That's all right, though. Melissa and Jason are not related in real life? No, I don't think there are any sibling connections whatsoever in any of the actual actors relating to the show, for what it's worth. Impression of Pierce seeing his favorite sheep being murdered. My sheep! There you go. Do you think there'll ever be a new character? Oh yeah, there are new characters all the time. We just introduced Peebs a couple weeks ago. Didn't we have like a new guy for the Vampire King video? We had one for the for the werewolf video, right? Those were all new characters. We had Lindsay Jones doing a voice for that. It was Xena, something like that. Yeah, we're getting new voices all over the place. It should be mentioned, if you're like, now's my chance. These are all established voice actors who are like signing on to official auditions and things like that. They're not just like some random fan that we're pulling in here, just to be clear. I do not shout out channels without looking at them. Sorry. What's my favorite version of Pierce's voice? Anytime that I get to make a new choice, it's fun. How many characters of voice and which ones? Lots of them. There are lots of incidental characters that I've played in various Aphmau videos. Obviously, I played Pierce. I've done Kurt for PDD. I did Andrew, one of Ava's dads, in Minor Demons. I've done a handful of silly little characters here and there, and then I've also done various fan videos, and I've also done some video games. So there you go. Lots. Use Deep Pierce voice for revenge on Aaron Zane taking on blind dates. Yeah, no, that was fun. Can you see? Oh, sorry, I'm covering up the box. You're right. I've been using it as like a hand crutch, and I should not do that because this is what I actually need to build. Is Pierce based off me personally? No, not really. I wouldn't say. It's more like it's more. I love himbos, and he's absolutely a himbo, for sure. But I'm not that much of a himbo. I'd like to be. Draven, thank you. Yeah, that was his name. Ooh, spooky. Your voice acts Peebs and Vampire King. You just might want to click on the videos and check the. I know people don't do this, but you should definitely check the descriptions of those videos because they give you exactly the information you want to know and where to find them. It's also that I don't know. Pierce didn't like sheep. What other animal would he choose? He's just connected. That's just what he is. Probably alpacas or llamas because they're similarly fluffy. Here's Pierce's crush. Whatever's working in the moment. For realsies though, Pierce, I don't know. He's too dumb. He's just too dumb. He's too dumb to think about love. Certainly for not much long. Can I do Gene voice? I'm trying to think. So, Gene, the way that I did Gene for that one video was real snarky, getting a little bit of that grit, and a little bit of, really a real jerk, just a jerk of the tallest order. I think of like what bullies wish they sounded like kind of thing when they're taunting people. That's what I think of for my Gene voice. Do you know people do Pierce XEN? Yeah, I'm sure there are ships of all the characters. To be TBH. Do I have my Aphmau meows? I do. I guess I put them back up, but yeah, no, they're all around my room here. I put them back on display because they were sitting on here for too long. Would I marry one of my sheeps? Me? No. I like humans. Pierce, though? Who knows? Probably for the tax credit. More vampire videos or werewolf videos? Probably. Sometimes descriptions lie. The characters listed in Aphmau's descriptions aren't actually playing. What do you mean by that, Shelby? Do you have information that I don't? Hey, Gene, who's my least favorite Aphmau guy? I mean, in terms of, like, would I want to hang out with them and get ice cream? Yeah, Gene's probably pretty low on the list. But I think he's a compelling character. A real jerk. You need real jerks. Do you like Roblox or Minecraft? I think I've done enough Minecraft at this point that I'm more interested in Roblox than Minecraft in terms of, like, video production. But like, just playing it, I'd rather play Minecraft. Favorite mode in Minecraft? Survival. Certain video I just showed appears flirting KC. My name is just to make Zay mad, yeah. I give themselves with sheep. It was a joke that we made in a video right when I started with doing, like, everyday videos with them, and it just stuck for this long. Someone killed my sheep, and I was like, hey, don't kill my Canadian blue sheep. They're special and rare. And then that became my thing for the rest of my days. We related it in the past akin to, like, have you ever done something? Put a 1 in chat if you've ever done something that your friend group gave you the nickname for the rest of your days, even though you only did it once. Like if you put ketchup on, like, your chicken and you're like, hey ketchup, what do you put ketchup on things? That's pretty much how Pierce's love of sheep came to be. And for what it's worth, I have no, like, fault with that. That's funny. That's great. Get bits and do bits. Bits are good. Bits are fun. But that's how it came together. There's not any special, like, geometry. There's nothing that, like, the stars didn't align on that. It was just a funny bit once that never died. Especially if you've been doing improv as long as I have, that happens a lot. Where you find a bit, it may not even be a good bit, but you find a bit and you stick with it, and the fact that you stick with it becomes the bit itself. That is a big piece of it. That's no good. My phone has stopped sending me messages, so I'm going to bring my phone back online here. Give me just 1 second. All right, I'm back in. You wear a pickle shirt, now your cousin calls you Pickles. Yeah, that's how it be. Who does Pierce look up to? Aaron, for sure. For sure. Kid, you're in a situation where you're eating the cookie crumbs out of an empty tin while outside it was bare, and everyone looked at you wondering why. Yeah, that seems pretty good grounds for a new nickname, I would say. Beware. Ian pulling pranks to drag me in. Me personally, Shadow Temple, no. For Pierce, yeah. No, I mean, I don't think Pierce is smart enough to recognize that he's being pulled along a lot of the time. But he absolutely is suffering for it. And is not enjoying the results of it, which is to say people don't like him as much. You know what I mean? On the server. What do you make a fast food empire called McMuttons? Well, he doesn't know how to source the mutton is the problem. He doesn't know where it comes from, so that'd be difficult. Favorite moment was Kid Pierce? I don't know. Who in an arm wrestling comp? Ian or Pierce? Pierce would have greater strength, but Ian would outsmart him because Pierce is not very smart. And he'd lose that way. Would I date a frog? Nope. Flagpole from a friend. Cool. Look at all his terrible nicknames. You have to tell Seeker, cool, well, thank you. If I could live in any video game, what game would I pick? Oh, it's tough. Video games are tough to live in because so frequently They are places where people have great conflict and die. And I'm not sure if that's the place I want to live. Because, for example, I think it'd be really cool. Like, the world of Mass Effect seems really neat. The idea that you could just, like, hop on a spaceship and fly anywhere in the stars and have really cool interactions with their aliens and stuff. But also, an ancient race of super machines called the Reapers come in and kill 80% of the population. And it's like, well, I don't know if I want that. Unfortunately, the games that I enjoy the most are the worlds that I really wouldn't want to be in myself. That's the hard part. Do I know to speak Chinese? I do not. Well, if it's Stardew Valley, I think would be the closest thing to be like, yeah, that seems nice. You know what I want to live in? I want to live in Power Wash Simulator. I want a job where I get to power wash things and I don't have to worry about any of the things that make power washing terrible. Where I can just I can pick up a magic gun that cleans things perfectly all the time. I don't have to worry about stripping paint off of things or injuring myself or getting various tubes tangled or what have you. That's why Power Wash Simulator works. Because if you try to do any of that stuff in real life, immediately things would start breaking. Because that is just not how it works. God, I wish it was, but it's just not. Who would be the one to tell Pierce where the mutton comes from? I think it would be Aaron. It has to be Aaron or Aphmau. It couldn't be anybody else. The campaign for Power. That's true. That's true. The world ends in Power Wash Simulator. Spoilers. Sorry. But I forgot. That's a whole thing as well. Oh, Lord. Oh, I know what this is. I've been trying to figure out where this thing was for ages, and it's on the bottom of the plate. I thought this was skin for a second, but it's just the table. Are James and I friends? Oh, we got to hang out a little bit last year at VidCon, and I thought him to be a very cool and stand-up dude. We have not had a chance to hang out very much, but I'd call him acquaintance plus up to friendship. Sure. I'd want a little bit more time. Yeah. He is someone I'd like to hang out with again. Like, the trick is that was my first time I ever got to meet the man. Whereas I've hung out with the rest of the AF crew a lot. But he's a cool guy. That's my favorite Aphmau character, Pierce. Power Wash You don't know what about Power Wash Simulator? It's a video game where you go around and you power wash things. And then they are clean. And then you get paid in-game, not in real life, to power wash more things. And the game just keeps doing that. And that's the game. 2025 S&P, sure, yeah, it'd be fun. You gonna say your username? Hello, cat person. Who's your favorite Aphmau character? Pierce. Do I know where mutton comes from? I do. Pierce doesn't. What's your honest opinion on Aphmau friendships? Pierce and Ian. Well, I don't know what I mean by my honest opinion on them. Pierce and Ian. Pierce is a minion to Ian's schemes, and it's a toxic relationship for Pierce because he just wants attention, and Ian wants somebody to do his bidding. Aphmau and KC are the besties that have just been besties for a very long time, and they are just kind of hanging out with each other. That's just what they do. Zane and Aaron, I wouldn't call it a friendship. I'd call it, I tolerate you being around because Aphmau likes it. That, I think, would be a closer descriptor of their relationship with each other. What was my first meow? I think it was Burger Cat. I think Burger Cat was the first one that I got. Then you find ancient aliens in ancient cities. Wah! Who was I talking about? I don't know, Renio. You'll have to... I don't even know what I said that you last heard. You have to understand, friends, when it comes to live streams, and those of you who do them know how this works, the instant you say something, it goes out of your brain. You never think about it again. Never in a million years ever think about it again. Because if you did, you would never be able to say anything ever again because you'd be so focused on making sure you said the right things. And there'd be no way. There'd be no way to progress. Chaos would simply ensue and there just wouldn't be a stream anymore. I think this is the top of... Remember how I said I was going to do Casey's head and then I didn't? Or you can play Minecraft with me? You can in Milwaukee! The first weekend of April in the Midwest Gaming Classic over at the Baird Center in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Join me, Corinne, and Keston as we hang out for a weekend over at a convention and have fun. And you can probably play Minecraft with us. So you can go to a panel and listen to us talk about voice acting and all that stuff. Please go. Please go. Please go. Please go. It's your birthday today. This is your birthday song. It isn't very long. What was the funny thing that happened to me today for me? I wouldn't say there really anything today that was like a ha-ha funny thing to have happen to me. And it's not because my day was tragic. It just was a very standard day. How my sheep doing? I think they're doing all right. We've kind of, yeah, Pierce hasn't really been a sheep man in a little bit, has he? What Disney princess would Pierce be more like? Merida? Did you get me to live in the US? Sorry. Remember on the other videos, Pierce was scared because Ian was missing? I thought he cared about Ian. It was awesome to see him, a loyal best friend. Yeah. All about channeling my best? Yeah. You subscribe, thank you. Please, subscribe, friends. What I like, there's this girl named Marissa. She lives pretty close to me, and I think I'm gonna marry her, guys. I think I'm gonna marry her. She's so close. She's like 8 feet above my head right now, and we're already married. Hello, we're married. Marissa? Why is the puzzle not straight? Because I moved it here, and it bent a little bit in the process of moving it. My bad. Disconnecting here? I think that does connect there. Yeah, I'm working on KC. I'm gonna make this happen. I'm gonna finally do some KC work here because this is getting silly. If I had to guess, this probably goes here. Yeah, that lines up pretty well for Casey's arm right there. I like the look of it. I think this goes right here. Yeah, we're on our way. There's 188 likes. Yeah, there we go. We're doing way better on that. Say yes. Yes. You better subscribe. I'm watching. I'm watching right now. Right now. Where has Ian been? Chris has been recovering from surgery. Reaction be when I finally complete the puzzle. I'll flip the table. No, this table's actually very fragile. I will say yay. Why is the puzzle so wiggly? Yeah, because I had to move this thing around a couple times, and so it's a little wiggly. It'll straighten itself out as I piece the rest of it together, you know? All right, so I will do the Minor Demons voice. Yeah, of course. It's still my voice. I think about Pierce different colors with light blue. I mean, light blue works with a lot of things. It's the color of the sky. How many video games have I voiced? Two so far. The first one is called the Booty Creek Cheek Freak. It's a horror game about a guy who steals people's butts, cuts them right off. Only summon if you poop on the bathroom floor of a small bathroom in a park at midnight on a particular night, and it happens, unfortunately. And I voice the guy who tells them the story. And then I also, you think I'm lying? You think I'm fibbing? You go look out there for Booty Creek Cheek Freak. Your favorite YouTubers probably played it, not Aphmau. And then also, I did a major voice in a game called Sniper Killer, which is another horror game where you play both a sniper man who goes around killing people, and also the guy trying to catch the sniper man. Which I think is pretty fun. I played a detective in that who's who's helping the main character and the player, therefore, figure out who's doing all these killings. It's a pretty cool game. Do recommend if you haven't had a chance to check it out. And you like horror stuff, because it is a horror game, and I don't like horror games. I like voicing them, and I like getting paid to do them, but I don't like playing them. That's not fitting. Nope. I tried to make that work and it did not work, and I'm so sorry. I'm apologizing right now. I bet you this might work, though. This might fit in right here. If I could get my left hand to work. I'm left-handed, guys. Do you think I'd be able to make this work better? Harry Potter house with the Aphmau characters being, especially Pierce. Pierce is a Hufflepuff. Ian's Slytherin. KC's a Hufflepuff. Zane is a Ravenclaw. Aphmau, Aaron are Gryffindor. Kim is also Slytherin. And yeah. Pierce different colors without light blue, different animals without sheeps. I don't know what you mean. Pierce is the color light blue, not just because his favorite color is light blue, but if you didn't color him light blue, he'd start looking like other characters. There's just basic kind of like color identification when it comes to stuff like that we keep track of, or at least try to. If that makes sense. I want to put this piece here, but it doesn't actually fit. I don't know why I'm trying to do it when it don't work. All right, this piece has skin on it. I can figure that out. That goes right here for KC. There we go. What happened to working with KC? I know. Oh, man. Oh, man. Goat house. What? Do you think Pierce will stop blowing up Af's house? I don't think he's blown up Af's house in a while. Does your wife join the Aphmau and Friends videos? Fun fact, she actually did do a couple of videos, but it was a long time ago, and when we had a smaller cast of people. The rare time that we did the Among Us videos, she was in those. Look at chat more, excuse me? Chat's pretty much all I'm looking at. If not, what? But she's never done a voice for the channel, just to be clear. Just she's served as a background character, and it's been like less than less than 5 videos. It was just like a very specific time. It was my favorite Pierce. Yeah, I never knew you still posted. Yeah. Well, I've been posting a little bit more regularly recently. Speaking of which, by the way, friends, if this is your first time on the channel or you did not already see today, I did, in fact, post a new video today. It's me, Corinne, and Keston playing more of Fast Food Simulator. We have ourselves another day where the ice cream machine has started working. And so we're working the shop, doing stuff, and you guys should check it out. It's episode 4. After the stream's done, obviously. Excuse me. Good Lord. Which was a cute video. Both of those were cute, Queen Wishy. Will you and Aphmau ever come to the UK? I'd love to, but I don't think so. Not in that capacity, at least. I'd probably come someday as a tourist, but I'm not sure if I'd ever come as Pierce. You know what I mean? And again, that's not a disinterest in going. It is once again a situation of somebody would have to pay for me to go in that capacity. I can't just go and then hope that I will make back that money, if that makes sense. It's unfortunate that that's how that works, but this is a job. This is ultimately a job for me, and I got to make sure that whenever I'm doing stuff for job stuff, that I get paid to do it. If that makes sense. Why is TNT a circle? Because if it's a square, then it becomes a Minecraft product. I don't know. It's probably an artistic choice. What's Casey's other favorite animal without cats? Tigers. I don't know what that means. Should you come to Canada? I would love to come to Canada. I'd love to be in Canada and... Never mind. Do I watch anime? Sometimes. Not very often, though. Get anything into Minecraft, what would I add? I want to see slinkies. You ever think about that? You ever think how fun slinkies would be in Minecraft? We always build all these giant staircases in Minecraft. Could you imagine just having a slinky? Slinkies in Minecraft 2025. That's the petition I'm starting today. What's my favorite game? We were just talking about it. I'm gonna say Baldur's Gate 3. It was very good. Can I come to Kuwait? Probably not anytime too soon, but maybe someday. You never know. It's been a while since Ian Pierce blew up everyone's house. Yeah, you know, it's. I think the content, the videos have kind of changed from that era as well. I don't think pranks are in right now all that much, and it's more about like interpersonal drama and Aphmau getting whisked into strange isekai sort of situations that the fans seem to enjoy more. So that is what we do. What is this? What is this? I don't even know. What is this piece? There's like brown on it, but there's also pink on it. It kind of looks like the same brown as Casey's ears, but I don't see that the rest of the color though. I'm gonna stick that down here for now. Those are my favorites besides Pierce. Oh, well, you should be more specific. Kim. I like her character a lot because I like loose, strange cannons that goof around in that way. I think it's very fun. Aw, yeah, I got another piece of Casey's bow together. Pierce would pick a movie show to randomly pop into. What would it be? The Wallace and Gromit movies with the sheep. I want to see I want to see Pierce Wallace and Gromited. I think he'd be really cute. Aphmau's also getting closer to returning to my diaries. Maybe, yeah, she might be. Best builder in the Aph team? Aphmau, for sure. Casey have a channel? Yeah, Mega Moika. You can go find her out there. Are you trying to get Kakarot? I'm a diamond as opposed to Katurot. What? What? Slay. There you go. You finally got it. Which Aphmau character from any time do you think you'd get along with? Honestly, to a certain extent, I think Zane would still be the one that I personally would get along with the most. Because I went to engineering school. I know that kind of guy. I can gel with him. Do I want to hang out with him all the time? No. But I know how that sort of guy works, and I can play with him. You get to know different people in your world, and you know how to manage them, even if maybe you don't want to always chill with them. You know what they're about, and you know that you can kind of play with that if you need to. You know what I mean? Anybody got people like that in their life where it's like, this is a predictable person that maybe I don't want to hang out with all the time, but I know what they're going to do and not do, and sometimes that reassurance is nicer than actually hanging out with the people that I legitimately want to hang out with. That's sometimes the vibe I get from Zane. What in the heck is this? This must be the curve of her hair over here? Yeah, I think so. I bet you these two connect. That might be too much of a bend. Let's see. Oh, God, I've created a rift. Oh, no. Let me patch that back up before we continue. Might have been a literal stretch on that. I don't know. Nope, it does fit. I just had to trust the process. When do I get to hang out with the Aphmau crew? Well, I'll get to hang out with two of them at the in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the first weekend of April. The Midwest Gaming Classic, where Corinne, Keston, and I are going to be there hanging out. Otherwise, we all live in different parts of the U.S., and so we don't get to hang out with each other as friends very often. VidCon is probably the most time that we spend with each other. And then occasionally, they'll invite the voice actors out to headquarters in Error, place unknown, where we will chill for a couple days, usually around Aphmau's birthday, which October, something like that. And then also in usually there's like a holiday party, and we all pile in and go to the holiday party, and that's very fun too. But yeah, those are the 2 times. Oh, that's what that is. I can do that. There we go. There we are. Will Chris be there along with the Braveras? What, in Milwaukee? No, it's just the 3 of us. I want to make that extraordinarily clear. That is just going to be myself, Keston, and Corinne. Aphmau will not attend. Nope. Extraordinarily clear, and this is on camera. Can I do a Pierce from Minor Demons? Oh, you want me to say a word other than yes? No. IRL, which character am I closest to? Again, not characters, but the actors themselves. Keston and I probably have hung out the most. He's come over here a couple of times. We've done escape rooms together. We've again done roller coasters over at Cedar Point for a couple of years. Yeah, no, he and I hang out quite a bit, and it's mainly because of our shared love of roller coasters that works out pretty well. It's just a good excuse to get out together and go hang out. If you guys don't know, big old fan of roller coasters. I unfortunately know way too much about roller coasters, as my audience will tell you. And by audience, I mean the people over on my Twitch channel, which if you don't know, I stream on Twitch pretty frequently, friends. You should definitely check it out sometime. I think you'd like it. I think you'd like it if you tried it. That's twitch.tv/Shadow Temple. Have you gone to Six Flags? I've been to only one. No, I've been to 2 Six Flags. But there are a lot of Six Flags out there in the world. Even more so now that Cedar Fair and Six Flags. See, these conversations are the ones that you don't want me to get into, because then I'll just keep piling in and doubling down on that. Yeah, it's common knowledge I live in Wisconsin. So the park that's closest and what would be considered to be my home park is Six Flags Great America. But I also had the distinct privilege of going to Six Flags Fiesta back in 2 years ago. It was very fun. Had a good time. Got to ride their RMC coaster, Iron Rattler, which I really, really wanted to try, because it's this thing that takes. You know what? You don't care. 24 hours of butterflies or focus making potions with Kim? Of course, Kim with the potions. That sounds fun. If I chose a country to go to visit, what country? The last country I visited was Italy, and I had a very fun time there, and I would love to go again someday. But Norway or Spain, I think, would be the next two, one of the two that I want to visit the most. TBH. Have I watched Sonic 3? I have. Why do I sound like Pierce naturally? Because this is just my voice. And I think that's something I try to really impress upon people who want to do voice acting, who think they have to put on like some really special, crazy voice beyond their own voice in order for people to like them. Most voice actors just use their own voice. Maybe they tune it up, maybe they give it a little extra oomph, but ultimately, your voice is the thing that's most unique about you. So use your voice first, and then break out into silly voices after that. I've been to Worlds of Fun. I want to go to Worlds of Fun sometime, but I've not been, no. The two I really want to get to right now are Silver Dollar City, because they have some pretty wackadoo coasters over there. And I think Carowinds. I want to ride Intimidator someday. I wanted to get over to Great Adventure before they closed down King Ka, but I missed that opportunity. I don't know what that is, Sophia. What Pierce version I enjoy voicing best? I enjoy doing more modern Pierce more, personally. What's my favorite Six Flags ride? Ooh. Honestly, of the 2 Six Flags that I've been to, I think Iron Rattler over at Six Flags Fiesta. That was a really good coaster. That was very fun. Rocky Mountain Construction, the people who build these like sort of wooden, sometimes steel coasters, are just immediately smooth, beautiful pieces of machinery that always are fun. And that was a very good coaster. Why is Pierce scared of butterflies? Because he had to be a villain in a helpful butterfly video, and I was like, why is he a villain? And my solution was, he thinks butterflies murder people. Are Ian and Aphmau siblings in my street? They are not. Excuse me. Where would I like to travel to? Again, I think either Spain or Norway. Norway, by the way, because I'm like half Norwegian, and I think it'd be really cool to visit. I like fjords. Yours are very tone deaf, so you can't hear your own voice. You can record it and listen back if you want. People answer people's questions. Most people on their lives don't do that. That's because I'm building a puzzle that is not extremely interesting content, and I figure the Q&A is more interesting for you guys. So, and I'm good at responding. Silver Dollar City, you can show me. Don't ride Thunderation. It'll jerk you around, and make you super sore. Yeah, but I do want to ride. It's not. Is it Thunderbird? Is that what it's at over? No, it's no. Thunderbird's at Dollywood. I want to ride. There's a ride that has like free spinning trains on it. Is it like time traveler or something like that? I just heard that is a miraculous roller coaster over there. Yes, and Carowinds, yay! I want to go there. Marissa's family lives out in Myrtle Beach, so someday I want to fly to North Carolina and then get a rental car and drive through Carowinds, ride some roller coasters there, and then keep heading south. I think that'd be fun. Holiday World? Oh, I need to get to Holiday World sometime. Oh, because I really messed up on that. I always thought Holiday World was kind of a B tier theme park, but Voyager apparently is like one of the best wooden roller coasters in the entire country and indeed the world. And they got free soda at that park. I need to go sometime. And I went to school in Indiana. I went to college in Indiana, in Terre Haute. And I should have gone. I should have gone. You think Ian's a legitimate prankster? The character is, yeah. In Malaysia, his birthday will come see you guys. All right. Do you care for me? Make me a free profile pic? Yeah, you can make me one, but I will not guarantee that I'll use it. In fact, there will be a very low chance of me using it. But you can make one and share it. Make sure you tag me wherever you share it. How much piece of the puzzle? 1,000. Am I friends with Ian IRL? Yeah. How do you feel when Rise's voice actor came out of the 10 Monsters 1 block? That was fun. It was cool to have James Brown back. Wasn't Pierce like snow? Like most of the other things, because it was funny. Holiday World has also got that, it's got a roller coaster now that's, it's called Good Gravy. And it's all about you having Thanksgiving dinner at Grandma's house. And you ride in a giant gravy like container, and you like go through like tin cans and things. It's really cute. I do want to ride it at some point. It's not like a super intense roller coaster, but it does seem extremely cute. And someone goes, "Good gravy." Like, yeah, I want to do it. Ever seen the Owl House? I have. It's good. What does Minor Demon's Pierce tattoo mean? I do not know. You have dye your hair like Ian's? Sure. You can do that. You make a fan art, but I don't know how to send it to me. I have, Instagram. I have Twitter. I have Blue Sky. You can always tag those things on there and then tag me in them. Shadow Temple, just like you see spelled here. And then I also have a P.O. box that people can send fan art to. But that is a little harder to get to. It's over on my Discord server. I intentionally kind of make that harder to get to so that I don't have people just sending me random garbage all the time. But it is available if you want to try hard for it. Where is this try connection here? I think it's right here. I'm not finishing the stream until I have KC's face pretty much done. I don't like random garbage. It's true. I also don't want food. It is Time Traveler. Yeah. Go to Branson Landing. I'll tell you what. You'll have so much fun. I would love. Yeah. No, I do want to ride Time Traveler. I want to ride. Didn't they? Silver Doll City also just rebuilt their dark ride, right? That's like Fire in the Hole, I think it's called. And they used arms. Again, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry if you don't care about roller coasters. But I know these things, and it's all up here, and I don't get a chance to share it out in the world very often. But it's all in here. I know that Six Flags Over Georgia just built a new roller coaster that is a surfing-based roller coaster or a skateboard-based roller coaster that they then re-themed as like a prospector ride, but you're still on a skateboard. And what? Do I have a Nintendo? I've got a you do you, man. Thank you. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. Never been able to go on a roller coaster? I suggest you give yourself a shot on that someday. It's not a cheap habit to have because you have to go to places and you have to spend money when you go to those places, and that kind of sucks. But yeah, do recommend. It's fun. It's fun because you get to go fast. You get to move real fast on things. And what I love about it more than anything else is that it's safe, you know? Like, yes, are there people getting hurt on roller coasters? From time to time, they do. But it is ultimately a very safe machine to go very fast on and do things that normally your body doesn't get to do. You know what I mean? It is fun. I would never force anybody to go on a roller coaster they weren't ready for, to be clear. But I think just in general, it's a good time. How much do I? Pierce loves sheep 150 out of 100. I love sheep about 36. Can I do Ian's voice? Well, he does that a lot. I don't know the. I'm not very good at his scream. It's like ah. No, that's not it. Hey, Aphmau is something that is kind of my signal word for Ian. He does that like a lot of the time. Do I have a Twitch? I do! Twitch.tv/ShadowTemple. I stream on there every night, including tonight. Your question, go ask him right now. You're good, Ellie Bear. It's more, I just need to go over I need to get to Silver Dollar City. I don't really have many questions about it. It's more just, I want to go. I just want to go sometime, you know what I mean? And someday I will, but not yet. Not anytime yet too soon. But I'd like to. That scream killed Chris's voice, totally. I'm hesitating to say my age because I know people will use it as an excuse to say their own age. So I'm going to tell you this now. If I say how old I am and you say how old you are, you're going to get timed out on channel. You're going to get timed out. I'm going to tell you right now, if you tell me how old you are, as I'm telling you how old I am, you're going to get timed out. And this is your warning right now. You're listening to me right now. But I'm 32. Now don't tell me, don't do it. Don't. I just told you. We'll see who's actually listening. You friend in Roblox? Nope. Main reason for it is that Roblox account is exclusively for work, and I can't have people wandering into our games that we're playing while we're working. So, nope. And even then, even if it wasn't my work account, I don't play when it's not for work, so it wouldn't even be that interesting to you. Besides that, sorry, I don't really play Roblox. And the main reason I don't play Roblox is I am a grown adult with money who can buy games instead of playing the free knockoff versions of them on Roblox. Is that mean to say? That's a little mean, but it is true. I'm much more interested in looking for games that are like well regarded and received and reviewed, and talking to people and have interest in that way, and then spend $20 on a game and play it and be like, wow, that was cool. Than playing Roblox. But I will say, with that said, if I was in middle school or high school right now, which I'm not, don't say you are, but if I was in if I was elementary all the way through high school right now, I would absolutely be doing Roblox. Just to be clear. That's not me being that upset about Roblox. I would 1,000,000,000% do that, because the equivalent of Roblox for my generation was addictinggames.com or Congregate or Newgrounds or wherever you could play free Flash games. That was 1,000,000,000% that. Did that many people really say their ages? Did they really? Oh, boy. Oh, I see. I see what happened. I see what happened. People did jokes. There were some people that definitely didn't, though. Well, if they're actually, what, it wasn't their actual age. Too bad. Let's see here. Well, I got more of KC done here, and I keep getting distracted again. This might come down. No. This is like right here. This is going to be right here for KC, I think. Because that's getting into her bow, I think? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's getting into her bow. And maybe, just maybe, that doesn't fit either. Okay, never mind. I was like, I wonder. Immortal vampires will also be banned, true. It's just, it's a general rule we have when it comes to stuff online, friends. I'm really specific and very strict about people sharing personal information about themselves online, because, boy, you really don't know who's watching and who's collecting that information about you that you've never met before, or maybe you have met before, and then is going to try to use that information against you. Boy, I have been to some seminars, and the amount of people out there who want to take that information and then try to make you do very evil things to yourself and your family and to the world in exchange for not releasing that information to the world is very bad. Very bad. I'm not exaggerating. I mean this very legitimately, and it's a little sad, but kids have literally died from sharing their information on the internet. Obviously there were a couple of steps between that to that, but it was not bad. It was not good. It's really not good out there. Gotta do a British voice? Yeah, I mean, if I need to be. Been actually working in my Gareth. He really likes throwing a lot of the gruff in there. Oh. Hey, Aph. It's somewhere in there. I'm still refining it a little bit. I already did Ian. Again, my for each character, there's a sound that I do to kind of pick up. It's a bit off, but we're working on it. For Ian, again, it's like, oh, Aphmau kind of thing. Yeah. What's my opinion on sheep? Useful members of society. Doing their good work out there, making the wool. So my wife can keep buying more yarn. Without the sheep, her crochet is done. She needs that wonderful yarn. Can't do Gareth. See, that's what people keep saying. They're like, hey, do an impression of this character. And then I do it, and they're like, it's bad. Well, why would I want to keep doing these? Why do I want to keep doing these if people keep telling me that they're bad? Yellow, Pierce got yellow for his color scheme and says light blue. That's just who he'd be. That's just who he'd be. I don't think it would change anything about the character. He's a big crush on Noise, sure. All right. I'm going to keep working. Because I'm making a little progress here. I know it's not a ton, but I'm working a little bit. Getting a little bit done. What is this shine from? What are your sheep's name in Minecraft? Oh, so many. Can I do a Zane impression? Hello, I'm Zane, and this is how Zane talks. I'm talking about science. But I'm not actually gonna use the science for any good. I just want to use science to make myself sound smart. I'm Zane, and that's me. There. What voice can I actually do? You might have heard of him. There's this character named Pierce. I think I work with him pretty well. He's probably my favorite character to voice of the Aphmau team. It's a mention once again. I think this is an important piece to remember when it comes to voice acting. Voice acting is not about like knowing how to like do impressions of all the other voices in the world. It's mostly about finding the voice that works best for you and doing that voice. Because if you are just doing like impressions of other people's voices, why wouldn't they just hire that person to do the voice instead of you doing an impression of their voice? You know what I mean? Know what I mean? Can I do Rise? Well, my goodness. It seems that we have ourselves a bit of a difficult situation that we need to resolve. That's what I think of Rise whenever he's in videos. Why does Zane kill Pierce and win so much? Because Pierce is like the opposite of Zane, and Zane doesn't like it. Is how I view it, at least. I still, though, actually, to this day, I've tried to float. I've not actually ever officially floated it, but I've always wanted to make it happen anyway. I want Zane and Pierce to do like actual edutainment, like an edutainment series for like schools and stuff, where Zane actually gives the real science info, and Pierce is the bumbling assistant who always messes things up, but learns a lot along the way. Wouldn't that be cute? Wouldn't that be fun? Is there no voice you can't impersonate? I think we've been proving that I can't impersonate any of them. That's an amazing idea. I floated it here and there. I've never actually, I've never presented it to anyone with power, but I still like the idea. I don't think it's our wheelhouse, but I think it would be cute to do someday. This might go like here, maybe? Internet PSA would be pretty great, right? Can I do Aaron? You're gonna be disappointed. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You've been warned. Hey, Aph, could you maybe just stop making friends with such terrible people that just aren't very smart and cause me more trouble than it's worth? Have I really been working on this puzzle for 6 days? It's more than so that this is the 6th stream of this. It's not that it's been 6 days straight, right? Just to be clear. It's just that this is the 6th stream of it, so that's what we're doing. Does that make sense? I do Ash? Oh, I haven't actually listened to Ash enough to know that one well enough. Sorry. That's a more recent addition once again to the channel, and I'd have to like listen to references more. Sorry, I'm trying to get just smidgens of this done. Because you can see we're actually making real progress now on KC's whole steez here. And I would like to keep that up if I can. That's not it. That ain't it. But this might be. Right here. Look at that! I prefer doing normal Pierce voice because I can do that for longer. I actually, the reason why you don't hear me, people are like, just do a whole stream as Minor Demons Pierce. That would be fun, but I might lose my voice within 30 minutes. Pierce's low register voice is difficult to do for long periods of time. But I can do Pierce's voice all the time. Or like modern Pierce, I can do that voice all the time. Some VHS tapes showing Zane being the main safety worker, Pierce doing all the things Zane says not to do. Yeah, it could be like a what was that ancient thing from the highlights? It was like Goofus and Gallant, right? I would be the Goofus and Zane would be the Gallant for sure. Don't be a Pierce, be a Zane. Hey Zane, I got this hydrochloric acid that you asked for. Whoops, I was roughhousing with it. I'm on fire! Don't be a Pierce. Can I do Peeps' voice? Peebs?
Oh, goodness, guys. I think something's coming close.
There's a character coming up in a future episode that I did a voice for that in a very similar voice like that. I haven't heard Travis enough either, sorry. Who plays Peebs' voice? I don't know him well enough to always remember who it was. But you can look it up on the videos. The descriptions are telling you the truth. Little pieces of Pierce's voice, my sentences. Yeah, that's just how it be. Peebs sounds like Butters. You said it, not me. Orange and white or orange and yellow? I like orange and white. I think they, a little creamsicle energy. I love it. You have the Irene symbol tattooed on your wrist. Wow. Has Peebs been a substitute for Noi? No, they're two different characters. Noi had like a little bit more of agency beyond being like a just a goof little. I think of Peebs. I know people say a lot of comparison to to Butters from South Park. I also think of him as remember, did anybody watch Ed, Edd and Eddy growing up, or still now, or whenever? Ed, Edd and Eddy had this character named Jimmy. Was it Jimmy? Yeah, I think it was Jimmy. Who's this? He's this like little guy who nobody watched it. It's fine. He was this like little cutesy guy that the main characters Ed, Edd and Eddy would like beat on, and then he'd be upset, and then Sarah would come in and be like, Ed, and then be like, oh no, I'm in trouble. That's kind of I think Peebs is too. How similar are Aphmau's VA's personalities to the characters? I wouldn't say any of them. You love Ed and Ed and Eddy? Thank you. Jimmy from Mr. Beast? No, not that Jimmy. Actually, it teaches them how to make napalm. No! I do not know what's going on with Michael, friends. If I had information for you that I either knew or could share, then I would, but I do not have anything for you, unfortunately. When it comes to stuff like that, I try to let the people who are involved in that stuff decide how and what information they want out there in the world. And also, they'd have to tell me first, too, what's going on. Almost like Zane! It's not Zane, though. How many of mine do season 2? I don't know. Type of actors or characters are important? I don't know what you mean by that. Good actors are important. Good and varied three-dimensional characters that have more things going on than just like a basic like tenant is important. It's important for a character to have flaws. That's an important piece. I hope he is too, Manuel. I hope he is too. Oh, I get you, Queen Ushi, yeah. How long does it take to record a video on the Aphmau channel? Longer than you think. I can't say specific times, but longer than the length of a video. I'll tell you that much.
It typically takes a bit.
And a lot of people working together. Why are people wanting to do something? Because they are interested in seeing me do things. And that's fine. I have no problems with people being interested in things and stuff. Just as long as they recognize that I have the ultimate right to say no if they want me to do a thing and I don't want to. So long as we're good with that, then we can do whatever we like here. This goes on. This, no, it don't fit. Hold on, I got excited for a second because I thought I found a piece that fit, and then I didn't. And then I didn't. Really trying to figure out where some of these things go. I think this might go here. Oh no. Oh yes. Oh dear. Oh my. There we go. Got 245 likes, and we can always get more, friends. Hit those like buttons, please. Is Aphmau going to do Minor Demon Season 2? Not as of this moment, but maybe. Jess and Jason break character often. I think they had a period where they broke characters a lot. I don't think they haven't been. I don't think they've been breaking character a lot lately, but I haven't also been watching the videos that closely lately. How's it feeling playing the villain in movies and stuff? It's fun. It's fun to be an antagonist. You know, it's fun to go against the crew and have them try to overcome that.
That is fun in its own way.
Do I want to always be the villain? No. But it is fun in the times that I get to. Let's see here. Where is this? Is it over here? Yeah, it kind of looks like over there. I bet you this fits right here, and it do. It do. Am I in My Street Season 7? I do not know. God, this puzzle in your head be getting its own cramps. I mean, these pieces, you can see, my hand's pretty big. Just because I'm a big boy. Look at this piece compared to the size of my hand. They're so small. These pieces are so small. Are some of the videos y'all post on the Aphmau channel pre-recorded? They're all pre-recorded. Just to be clear, you know, we're not like recording and then as soon as we hit the stop button, it pops up on the YouTube channel. They're all recorded and edited and made into good videos. They're not live streams. Just to be clear, there's a lot going on. I'm sipping, don't you worry, Azrael. My hand's looking dirty? What do you mean? This hand straight out of the shower. It's just my skin. I'm sorry, it's just my skin. Just how my skin be. Don't need that. Is Jess gonna drip feed you My Street, or is she gonna post a whole series? I don't know that, actually. I don't think I've been asked that yet. Mike, based on the past, she always posted weekly like videos, right, of the role plays. I can't imagine a world where she decided to not do that, unless she got really tired of the audience telling her what was the videos were supposed to be, and she just decides to throw it all out there so nobody can yell at her to make changes halfway through the season, which is a very real possibility. That might be something that does interest her. Jess, if you're listening, you know, it's a thought. How do VAs fake cry? I mean, it's the same way how any person fake cries, right? You either just try to put in as much vocal work as you can for it and hope that it sounds good, or you think of something sad and you cry about it. Every good actor has the thing that they can like bring up into their brain, and then it makes them sad enough to tear up, and then they can work from there. Ever broken out a character? Pierce, early in the very early days, Pierce it was just kind of me just hanging in there, and that kind of built into a larger than life character over time. But yeah, for sure. Yeah, you'd have to dig back to like I think 2020, something like that. What kind of mic do I use for content? I use the mic that I'm talking into right now. Is the Shure SM7B microphone. It is very good for podcasting. It's very good for streaming. I use it for recording Pierce because it takes a beating vocally. Like I can shout into this microphone and it can handle that for the most part. It's also connected to some other bells and whistles on my desk. But yeah, it does work pretty good. She does things wrong to make her release them earlier. Yeah. What I'm saying is she just puts it out entirely cutting from minute 1 and then doesn't tell anybody why. But now we know. To be clear, I've not talked to her about anything on that. Think Jess and Jason are a cute couple? Sure. Yeah. I think they've been going hard for a good time here. The Shure SM7B, by the way, is, I mean, if you're looking to get into YouTube or streaming and stuff like that, this is a pretty expensive microphone to start off on. I think you can get a new one of these for like $350. And you don't have to spend that kind of money to start doing this stuff. Funniest man alive? I don't know about that. What was the favorite video I made? Oh, boy. There are too many at this point. I don't think I can pick out one these days. There's just too many. There's just too many. Someday, I think I mentioned before, but someday I do want to go through and count how many videos I've been a part of officially at this point. Because it's a lot, guys. It's a lot of videos. It's gotta be getting up in like the 2000s, if I had to guess. Just based on time. The Kiwi. Most funniest characters is Ian and Pierce. Well, I mean, a part of it too, though, is our job is to be the funny ones. You know what I mean? When it comes to when it comes to doing like comedy work, and you're doing like ensemble comedy work, there are people whose jobs it is to be the goobers, right? To be the jesters, to be the one that get the big laughs because they're so silly and dumb. But you in addition to those characters, in order for like comedy to work, you also need like a KC and a Zane, and to a lesser extent a Kim. Kim is kind of a hybrid of those two. But you need, as they say it in comedy, the straight man, which if you want to think of an example of it in like mainstream stuff, SpongeBob is only as funny as he is because Squidward is there to look serious and boring by comparison to SpongeBob. If it was just SpongeBob and Patrick having at it and being goofs all the time, you guys would get so bored so quick. Because you just live in Crazy Town. You just live in Crazy Town the whole time. Ask Aphmau if you join them in their videos. It's not going to happen, but thank you. Where'd Dean go this whole time? He's recovering from surgery, last I heard. Guys, we're really close to getting KC done here. I'm actually very happy with the progress on this. Might be able to finish her up here. Friends, if you're liking this, by the way, once again, be sure to hit that like button and maybe consider subscribing if you haven't already subscribed. I put out a video today, actually, on this channel, besides this live stream, where I, along with Keston and Corinne, the people who play Zane and Kim, respectively, played some Fast Food Simulator and hung out and had a good time. You should definitely check that out. Need to sort out these pieces? Nah. Right now, what I need to do is to get the pieces that are already here and get them settled in so I can then move on to other things. That's what I gotta do. This does feel like it belongs in this section. I just gotta figure out what. Is it here? It might be here. That makes a certain amount of sense. Then I think this goes like here. I just need a piece that fits into that space. But the question is where? Where would I find such a thing? Boy, those ears are bigger than I was giving him credit for. I'm looking at it, and those ears are big. Capital B, big. This might be this. Yeah, it is. Look at that. Ooh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. Do you think you have this puzzle done by today? Will it be another day? Oh, no, there's going to be more. There's going to be more streams. Maybe I can get this puzzle a third of the way. I'm probably going to stream for about another 20 minutes here, friends. Then I'll probably call it because I got to make dinner tonight. Maybe 25 minutes. 6:15 my time. Why does Mag not videos anymore? I don't know. It's not my decision to make those casting choices. Can I say my favorite Pierce line from Minor Demons? Vitamin D. Move the bow down on over one to the right. You think so? You think? No, because you see, the problem is, while this would connect here, these two would, well, yeah, no. It wouldn't bring in. I still think this is correct here. Or are you saying maybe it's up more? It could be up more. Because I think this might go over here potentially. But these don't connect. Oh boy, maybe I'm setting that up too much. Do any of the lore of video games or stories like Minor Demons? Sometimes, yeah. But a game has to earn it from me. I think is what I'm starting to discover. I am no longer giving games credit for just for having like some spooky element to them, and the story, like the lore actually isn't that interesting. They just wanted you to be lore bitten. I need a game that actually is going to reward me for my curiosity. What's my favorite animal? Penguins. Am I a demon or an angel? I'm a human. My name is Shadow Temple, and I'm a person. What's for dinner? I don't know yet. It's either a ramen, a quesadilla dish. It's Blue Apron. I got some Blue Apron dishes upstairs that I got to do. Yeah, it's either like a ramen. I think it's like an Asian noodle pork dish, or quesadilla. What one of Ava's dads did I play? I played Andrew, the mayor/mayoral candidate, something like that. Am I excited for Easter? It doesn't really affect me very much, but to each their own. Like nobody's hiding Easter eggs in my house no more. I do want treats, please. Pierce can't read that because he can't spell, but I can, and I want treats. Give me treats. Give me treats. You know what? This goes here. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I've been sitting on that for so long. That was an easy enough fix, and I didn't do it till now. My goodness. This might come over here. And it do. Hooray. What if I've been yeah, here we go. This is what this is. That's what this is. I needed another piece to kind of figure out where this is. Should I play in Sheriff Hayseed? I do not know what that is. Minor Demons in my street would be a good crossover. Just thinks of a crossover? Maybe. The trick is, she'd have to think Minor Demons is worth bringing in. You guys got to keep letting them know if you want to see some Minor Demon stuff. My favorite Minor Demons ship is Rise and Ice Cream. All right, look at that, friends. Oh my goodness, KC is getting close. You actually forget who I voice act? Listen to my voice. See what you think. See what you think does this. Why is Pierce the only character to be the dumb one? Because if they were all dumb, then nothing would get done. Right? Like, if I always relate it back to like SpongeBob, right? If the entire cast was made of nothing but Patrick Stars, which they tried to do, I guess, with the Patrick Star show, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Kronk's new groove didn't work, and neither would 15 Pierces. It just wouldn't. And you wouldn't like it. You might say, well, no, I do want more Pierces. No, you don't. No, you don't. What flavor would you... For real, what flavor would it be? I do not know what we're talking about in the first place. How's just let you know when it's time to do a video of Aphmau and friends? So we... I don't think this is too bad. We use Discord for a lot of our stuff because Discord works. And I'll get a notice the night before that I'm going to do a recording for an Aphmau video. And that's just kind of how we work. We just, yeah, I'll get a notice who's in a video and what or when it's recording. And then if I'm needed for that video, then I show up to the recording. That's how it works. And sometimes I'm in a video and sometimes I'm not. There we go. Here's a little bit of dilemma we're running into, though. I've done such a good job of clearing up all of these pieces with KC in it. I'm running out, and I don't have a lot of pink pieces left, right? So now what do I do? Running out of KC pieces. I don't know. Want some mutton? Sure. Actually friends with Christopher? Yeah, we don't hang out all that much anymore because he moved further away from me. But yeah, no, there was a time. There was a time. Remember Pierce Hughes, Johnny from The Shining? Sure. Yeah, no, I've seen that movie. What do Pierce and Ian have in common besides liking the color blue? A dependence. Dependency. You killed Aaron in an attempt to kill Ian? What, at VidCon? Yeah, fun fact, they told me that I was going to do that 15 minutes before I got on stage. They handed me a little, like, Grim Reaper outfit, told me to put it on, gave me a fake sword, and was like, all right, 15 minutes. And I was like, want a cookie? Sure. Yeah, please. I mean, Aphmau's next video? I don't know, only because I don't know the release schedule. I am not made privy to that information. Not because I need to be, because I'm not. That's why, because I don't need to. My job is to record the videos, not post them. And I'm fine with that. I don't want to be in charge of that stuff. I want to be a funny man. A funny man that makes silly sounds. That's my job. That's the role that I was built to play for the things that we do. I guess I just have a bunch of earpieces here. I just don't know really what to do with them all. These aren't supposed to be together. What is this? This goes somewhere over here. I think this is also an earpiece. This goes here. I should really also be done with Ian coming up here soon. Like, there's not really a lot left for Ian. I need to make sure that I get this thing done. There's just not a lot left of this boy. Do I like to be in Aphmau videos? Yeah. What's the tea today? It is some pear green tea. It's pretty tasty. Do I like being the villain? I do. Which video do I enjoy playing in the most? I'll say the video recently where Pierce was a villain was very fun. The Lunar Wolf, that was pretty cool. Trying to eat Ian's blue streak. The problem with Ian's blue streak is that it's way his hair's way purplier in real life than it is, or in the puzzle life than it is on the preview of this. Do you like at different ages watch your videos? Yeah. We try to keep a real big inclusive tent. Want to make sure everybody has a chance to watch it. I can't talk about how the videos are made in terms of like, are you scripted? Is it yada yada yada? But I just know that I do a lot of improv for Pearson videos, a lot. I get to do a lot of silly things for that boy, and it's very fun. What are my steps right now? They are at 7,736 steps. I have been a good boy today. I went to the gym and I did my workouts. For those unaware, we have this thing where I've pledged to do 7,500 steps every day this year. And so far it's gone pretty well. I've made a lot of progress. And I've lost some good weight. I just weighed myself today. I'm pretty big fella, 6'3". And I weighed at the beginning of this year, in the middle of the holidays were a little wild. But at the beginning of this year, I weighed 270 pounds. And right now, I'm down to 257. Obviously, still want to lose some more, but hey, that's not too bad a start if I do say so myself. Pretty happy with that progress thus far. Like I said, want to keep working on it, but happy that I'm here so far. Burned 100 calories yesterday. Congrats. That's all the new DDR songs? No, I've been gymming lately mostly. Because I've had a little extra time during the day, like a good hour or two break that I've just been like, I'm going to the gym. But I will get those installed, Aura. Thank you. I will get them in, I promise. Before the next little DDR interlude that we do, they'll be on there. There we go. That connects there. What's my favorite breakfast? Chilaquiles. Really anything that I can go to a diner and get vaguely Mexican food as an excuse for breakfast, which is usually tacos with eggs or nachos with eggs or a skillet filled with chorizo that also happens to have eggs. Do I have muscles? You do. I do. I have lots of muscles. I have hundreds, I think. And so do you. You stopped gaining weight. Congratulations. Congrats to you. Unless it's a problem. 5 gifts and sums for you if they aren't. Sure. I'll play that game. Some treats. Oh boy. Do I know Hello Kitty? I'm aware of Hello Kitty. I've not consumed Hello Kitty content personally. Is this right here, maybe? It is! Yay! Aha! Here's a treasured earpiece that I've been missing. This doesn't fit. But this one do. There we go. That's what I want to see. That is way more accurate to what I'm trying to do here. But this thing, I think, also fits there. There we go. Look at that. Building our way up. I think this probably goes hereabouts. It might actually go up even farther up, up there. I think this might connect up here. Yeah. Yes. Yosh. I think this is the other side of the ear. No, maybe not. Perhaps not. This might go somewhere else entirely. No, but I feel like it's probably an ear. I don't know anymore. That don't fit there. I'll have to take another look at that in a minute here. How much longer are you doing this for? I'd say about 10 more minutes. Like I said, I do need to get to cook tonight. Am I streaming tonight? Yes, over on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Shadow Temple. I'm going to be over streaming some Metaphor Refantasio, which is a very cool game for the people who made Persona. There's a lot going on story-wise. You might be a little lost going in at the start, but I could try to catch you up if you want to check it out. Ian and Pierce versus SpongeBob Patrick. Would you and Ian be rapping your voice actings? Whoever did it, if it's not Aphmau, probably not. Unless they very specifically asked for us to be used for that. Because you have to understand, for like rap battles and stuff, you usually hire an imitator, an impressionist of that character instead of hiring the actual person for the character for exclusivity reasons. I guess I could stop working on KC for now because there's just not... before I can work on her more, I need more pieces that fit her better and understand that space a little bit more. There's just not a whole lot more I can do with her at the moment, I think. So that's fair. This fits here, though. There we go. It's almost the entirety of KC right there. She's just missing one ear and a couple of thingies. But I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. How's Jessica in real life? Doing fine, I think. Yeah, I'm not going to really talk about... I'm not going to invite hypotheticals of what happens if Aphmau's family broke up. I don't like wishing that or hypotheticaling that upon the world. Being Aphmau's kids as werewolves, sure. You created your channel in 2006? Yeah. I'm a really old Minecrafter, right? I've been playing Minecraft a long time, but I did not really make any Minecraft capital C content until I was involved with the Aphmau channel for the most part. This channel's very old, but I just made that in high school because I was very excited at the prospect of trying to make videos online because I really liked video editing and things when I was growing up. But this channel took a real quiet dive for like 8 years. It really wasn't until I started working with the Aphmau stuff again, or the Aphmau stuff in the first place, that it was like, oh, well maybe I should learn how to do more of this. So yeah, that's how that's been. I think this fits here pretty well. It do. There we go. You do my Minor Demon's voice? Yes. Did you watch part 2 of the new video, The Alternates? I did not. I think I heard Pierce was in it though, just not, but like no voice in it. And posting genius men from a certain brand. True. True. For archival purposes, to be clear. Do I have a pet? Yeah, his name is Bento, and he's very cute. How to meet me and Aphmau meet IRL? I did an audition for Minor Demons back in the day, on advice from a friend, and that's how I initially got involved. And I just kept doing stuff with the channel, especially as COVID hit and they needed more bodies for things. And then the rest, as they say, is history. Where is this line? I think it's like here. It is! Ha ha ha! I want to at least finish Ian's jacket, because I feel like I have all the pieces of his jacket. I just need them to come together. There we go. I just need like one extra piece, and now the whole thing is slotting together nicely. Look at that. Look at that. Getting it done. Love to see it. This has got to go like right here, right? Yes. How fun is it to act in Aphmau's videos? Very fun. Do I voice more than Pierce? Yeah. Again, friends, I would recommend looking at the description for the videos. That's not me being condescending. That's mean literally. Go check the description of the videos. If you ever think like, oh, I wonder if Shadow voiced that character, they credit me for those little side characters that I do. Can you please show your wife on YouTube someday? Day one of these streams, because I think all these streams are still on YouTube if you want to go watch the old streams. I think day one or day two, she helped build it for a little bit. So, yeah.
Just saying.
Look at my likes. Oh, that's a much bigger number than 21. Thank you. Does Pierce prank alone? Not really. I think it's mostly just influence from me, and yeah. Anyone see the cat in the puzzle? Yeah, a little meow right here. Very cute. And she's, on videos in the archive. Oh, that's right. Friends, I have something I need you to do for me. There, in addition to this YouTube channel that I'm presently streaming on right now, we also have a channel called Shadow Temple Streams. I know that's confusing because I'm streaming here, but the other one's called Shadow Temple Streams. But I want you to go and subscribe to that channel right now, if you can, please. We are only 30 subscribers away from hitting 1,000 subscribers over there. And it would be very helpful to me if you went over and subscribed to that channel. It is posting daily videos of old Shadow Temple streams, including... I don't swear very much anymore on my day-to-day streams because I just bill myself as more family friendly than I used to be. But there are some playthroughs over there where I'm a bit of a salty sailor. And yeah, no, you can go listen to Pierce swear if that is of an interest to you. But there's literally hundreds of hours of video over there you should definitely check out that are very fun. And go check those games out. There are a lot of different games on there that you can go watch. It's very fun. What am I going to end the stream? 5 more minutes. 10 more minutes. Probably 5. Closer to 5. Unless I get on a streak here and I'm like, yes, I'm almost done with this. I'm getting close to getting this, friends. Like, getting close to actually making this meaningful, not actually close to being done with the puzzle. There's still so many pieces left, oh my god. But, it's an improvement over before. We did make progress today. KC came into existence today. She was not there when we started this stream. There was like a thought about KC there, but there was not actually any real KC yet. So I'm excited about how much progress we made, at least on that front. I think this goes right here. Yeah. I have my Roblox video. I mean, sometimes we just go out and play in the world. There might be a chance that you get in there sometime. Did I get to design my sheep meow? No, I did not design that, nor should I. There are people, to be clear, friends, I think I'm the best person to play Pierce. I think, if there's one thing that I have a good skill set for, it's playing the character Pierce. But if you want me to do art, I'm not your guy. That's not my skill set. Design is not my passion, and it is not what I'm very good at. And so, no, there are people who are way smarter and better than me that Aphmau hires and that I hire instead to do things like that, because I think it's way more important that there are actually good people doing those things. I think if I shift over this whole thing, this will connect. Look at that. Ooh, baby. Is there anything you would recommend? 1,000 Times Resist. It's a very good game, but none of you will play it. I don't know if it's actually for any of you, but it is a very good game. I liked it a lot. Is Aphmau's hair naturally purple? I don't think so. I think it was just purple for this for this like series of art. Please don't say relive people. True. Thank you. Looking forward to another one of Pierce in action. What are you talking about? Like action Pierce, like survivalist Pierce, or are you talking about just Pierce in general? Because yeah, do I still build compos with Mac? Not anymore. The reason for it is that I'm not a very good editor of videos, and those videos require editing in order to be useful and interesting. So in order for me to put out those videos, I have to hire somebody, right? I hire an editor. She does too. Because you should hire editors because they're very smart and they know what they're doing and they know how videos are supposed to work and look and be good. Unfortunately, to get a good editor, you have to spend money, like real money, like actual, factual, real heckin' money. And as fun as those build videos were, I was not making back enough money to pay to make those videos. And so I was just eating a bunch of money out of my own pocket to get those videos made. And eventually got so expensive that I couldn't afford to make them anymore. And yeah. And so because of that, I couldn't. I just couldn't. In a different world where maybe I got better at editing and maybe I could do that. Maybe it'll come back. But for right now, I'm just going to focus on doing live streams and shorts and things like that. Because I think that's a little bit more my wheelhouse anyway. I'm just not very good at like the well-manicured videos that I do for myself. I leave that to other people. I know that's the YouTube way, but yeah, I just don't have good vision for it, you know? But I do like making shorts, and I'll make more shorts future. What's game? Tell me. I don't know what that means. Pierce is a zombie in a certain short video? Yeah. Prefer Aaron, Ian, or Zane? Personally, I like hanging out with Keston more. Aaron's cool, and Ian's Ian. Fair Pokemon or dinosaur? Shroomish. I'm an Aries. Have to change your hub? You miss your old hub? Yeah, but sometimes you want to change things up. Oh, somebody mentioned like that there are like inappropriate bots in the comments of Aphmau videos. Sorry, I didn't want to like ignore that, but I just forgot. Nah, I don't fit. Those comments, like those bots making like the inappropriate bots like stealing people's comments and making them their own on videos, is a scourge of YouTube. And there's just very little power we have over it. It's not that we don't want those like comments to stop. It's that it is impossible to stop them. You delete one, a new one pops up. You ban the account that's making them, they make 30 new accounts, and it's like, it's such a game of whack-a-mole. Like how you can't. We wish we could, but we can't. It just won't die. YouTube would have to probably change how they like allow people to make accounts in order for that to happen. There's this notion in this notion in when it comes to like making websites and things of friction, which is how much work does it take for someone to do something like make a new account for your service? And they would prefer to let people make accounts no matter what and make it really super easy to make an account, because that's how you get more people to join your stuff. And that's cool, except when bots can be really easily written to make those same comments and make it a really annoying thing for all the people who make videos for you. And so, yeah, that's why there's so many of those, because it's too easy to make accounts. Why am I asking that? Or wait, why did somebody ask that? It's an interesting question, because they're like, please, stop these. And it was like, I'd love to. And a video where Aphmau copy of the heart when you got your head right off. I don't remember what you're talking about, unfortunately. Tell Jess to make more videos on her old... which old channel? Making a comedy movie in her videos? She made... early on, we made a couple comedy videos. But, yeah, you're right. She hasn't made one in a while. Yeah, I mean, well, I'm sure she will eventually. Never say never and all that. It's all about what's successful, friends, ultimately. So, if you like a particular style of video and you want to see more of that video, your best way to tell her that you want more of that video is, would you believe it, to watch that video. To watch it all the way through several times. And convince your friends to watch those videos as well. How YouTube works is just the videos that do well get more videos, and videos that don't do well don't get more videos. Does it make sense? I hope that makes sense.
That don't seem fair.
All right, friends. I think we are just out of time here for the evening. But hey, you know what? Pretty excited with the progress we made today. I think we've done ourselves a pretty good job. Pretty happy with how this rolls. And I'm excited to do more. What's my favorite activity? Skiing. I like skiing a lot. Downhill, not flat. I don't like working. Am I sad when I'm not in Aphmau videos? You know what? I'll be honest. There was a time where I was sad about not being in videos because I had this like imposter syndrome. You know what that is? When you feel like you are like you weigh a lot of your value in doing a thing. And when you're not doing a thing, or even when you are doing the thing, you're so in your head thinking that like I actually am not good enough to do this. That everyone else, and it's only a matter of time before everyone else figures out that I'm also that I'm actually not good at this. And as soon as they figure that out, then everyone will know I'm a fraud, and then I won't be able to be in the videos anymore, or any videos ever, and no one will ever like me, or be a friend, or hire me for things, and I'll just go live in a box. That right? That happened to me early on a lot in the Aphmau videos, and that's a completely normal human thing to feel about life. People feel that all the time. And that goes for all levels, right? You might be like, oh man, he's an Aphmau. He made it. He's done it. And I still from time to time am like, oh boy. I think I've even mentioned it to Marissa recently. Is like, come on. She's like, come on. Yeah, I mean, it's imposter syndrome. Guy thinks he's good enough to have imposter syndrome. Ugh. But these days, no, it's not. I never feel bad about not being in a video. The only thing I feel bad about is if I don't get any work. If Pierce isn't in a video, but like I'm helping out, or I'm like got a 2-bit part or something like that, I'm perfectly happy. More than anything, I just want to keep working. I want this. This is a very rare opportunity to keep working in the field that I want to work in. And I would prefer to still have the ability to do so and not lose the ability to not do so. Yeah. So there it is. What's the backstrap on Ian's arm there? It's a watch, I think. It's either a watch or an armband. But I'm pretty sure it's a watch. I think on his like skin, he's got almost like a Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood-esque watch on his wrist. When I'm going to stream on Twitch in about just about 2 hours from now, I would say. 2 hours from now is when you'd about expect me on Twitch. Twitch.tv/shadow_temple, please, friends. Go check that out. We are, I'm going to finish up here at this point, friends, because I do want to go, I need to cook. I need to cook. We're leaving, my Marissa and I are leaving to go visit my family in Florida this upcoming week, on Thursday, I think, of all things. And I need to make sure that I cook all the food in my house before we go. So I need to make sure that I don't give myself an excuse to order in tonight. Sorry, I just thought I saw a piece that I really thought was Aphmau's eye, and I got so excited, but I don't think it fits. But it might be Ian's eye. There we go. That's a good place to leave off on. I'm happy with that. Yes. Was Loving Sheep scripted? No, that was organic, and then it became part of the lore. Just how it works. All right, friends, that will do it here. Thank you again. Like I said, I'm going to be streaming over my Twitch channel later tonight in about 2 hours. In the meantime, please hit the subscribe button. Check out the hit the like button on this thing too, if you don't mind. If you could also go watch the video that I posted today. Myself, Keston, and Corinne, aka Zane and Kim, and I played some Fast Food Simulator. Please go watch that video. It's like 40 minutes long. It's very fun. We got an ice cream machine, and we're doing our best running our own fast food restaurant called Floorburger. Wow, my captioner got it right. I can't believe it did. I cannot believe it. We also have the Shadow Temple Streams archive channel, which is old live streams from Twitch. If you don't have a Twitch channel or a Twitch account, but you still want to watch the stuff that came from there, I've played hundreds of games, friends, over the years. Maybe not games that you specifically might know, but there are many games that you probably do. Did you know I did a dating sim where you date birds? And I did all the voices for all the birds and the person that is dating all the birds. It's called Hatful Boyfriend. You should go watch it. It's very funny. It's very funny. There's a bird named Oko-san who just goes, "Coo!" If you thought that was funny, you should go watch it. Yeah, it's very fun over there. Go check it out. And we're also posting up Bug Snacks, which is a very cute game. If you haven't seen that before, gets really dark at the end, but a very cute game up to the point that it gets really dark. Which you guys probably love both of that. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. We'll do more of these puzzle builds, obviously, because the puzzle's not done. We're gonna keep doing these streams till the puzzle's done, friends, and then I don't know, I'll figure out something else to do with you guys. But yeah, talk to you guys later. Goodbye. I actually have to stand up and turn off the stream. Sorry, I don't have a special button. I gotta walk over here.